What is up? Welcome back to Otaku. We're doing another My Hero Academia chapter reaction. We're at 299, about to be 300, and we went somewhere in this chapter I didn't think we were going to immediately go. We do Hawk's backstory.
I didn't see this coming at
Like,
all. I
I,
thought we were gonna take a quick pause and then, get back to everyone else and then maybe see what he was up to.
in my mind, I thought we were going straight into Deku, going to be inside of his, like, quirk
Yeah, in his
world or whatever,
mind head, yeah.
I thought for sure that's where we are going to be, but instead we get, like, a kind of sad, but kind of also touching, like, look into what Hawks' life was like, which sucks.
Yeah, it was God, I felt so bad for him.
His dad was a villain, pretty
Yeah.
much. I don't know if you could give him the villain term, but he was a criminal.
Well, he was a hitman for hire, I think is pretty much what they said.
So, and then it's like his mom was just not even there, but she would help like hide his dad so he wouldn't get caught.
I wonder what her quirk was though, because he
Yeah.
did mention that if he relied too much on her quirk and then he was born, Hawks.
And you see also, it's worth mentioning that Hawks' voice is fucked. It's like he's communicating via phone.
I thought that was kind of funny, but it was like, damn.
And Best Jeanist is still kind of fucked up as well. Like they're two heroes that are both like very high up on the hero ranking list that are not doing all too hot.
But Best Jeanist though, he is dope.
Yeah, he's still just killing it, dude.
So
he's
dope.
Killing it. But you kind of see, which was really interesting, and they show it for just a second. The whole world is kind of like the citizens, how they view heroes is kind of fucked.
Oh,
like,
I know.
The villains have kind of won.
I'm glad that it kind of took this turn though, because all of the world up until now was just pro hero. Heroes will do this. Heroes will beat this. And now it's just like literally shining darkness everywhere.
This is shaking their resolve big time. And it's like you could tell where kind of like half of the group was happy that they were saying, the other half was like, ugh, and then they were like, oh, where are the heroes? Like they dipped. Like they fucking dipped.
The cops, the heroes, they're all gone.
Yep.
And what do you say? He's like, oh, I'll have my
Jose,
sidekicks take care of this.
I gotta ask you, when they were like, oh, all of the heroes, they left, in my mind, I was like, vigilantes?
See? I want that so bad.
I immediately went there, and I was like, but nah.
I want that so bad, but it's like, I don't know when and if they're gonna do this kind of crossover.
But it's interesting, and it's just from that brief little thing where we just see them going, and they really, that short period is like, oh, it really shows you how the world has changed, like since the events have happened.
Yeah, it's literally one interaction, I think, right? It's just Jeanist talking to the people, and then he's like, oh, okay, whatever.
And then we do get to kind of see, which I thought was interesting, how like Endeavor's the one who captured his dad.
So I like that whole thing a lot because he's carrying an Endeavor doll the whole time.
Yes. But I feel like that I saw that and I was like, wouldn't his mom be pissed? Like, why would his mom let him carry the Endeavor doll? Like,
I don't know if it almost feels like she was kind of doing it not against her will, but more of like he could have been a bad like person and beat her or something like that.
But
I'm not sure.
She turns into a bitch too when she's just like, I don't care how you do it, go fucking get money. And like poor Hawks is like, oh, okay, like signs the deal with the fucking government or whatever to go become Hawks. And it's like, oh, that sucks.
At the end we see her huge ass house.
Dude, she had a ballin' house. Oh my god. She was chilling. And then of course the big reveal is you find out she's the one who sold him out, but
yeah, which is kind of fucked up.
It's not even really like sold out as much as like she was threatened. It's like what can you do? And then she felt bad about it and left.
What was happening with her man?
And then Hawks isn't even upset by it. He's just like, oh, it's like now I'm finally free.
Yeah, it's in a way, it's like Hawks is kind of like letting go of all of that emotion, and he's just like, I'm finally get to be me.
And dude,
this is what I wanted.
It's interesting to see how much Twice changed Hawks. Like now he finds like the motivation or like the inspiration in what happened to Twice, where he's like, even to the end, he wanted like to save his friends. That's all he wanted. He's like, I hope I could do that too.
Dude, Hawks he's got such a good story coming up, and he might die. He even foreshadowed it himself in the last couple of panels where he's just like, yeah, I'll do anything, even if it kills me. And I'm like, my boy.
Yeah. Don't say that, guy. Don't say it that.
Don't say it.
But it's really, really good, dude. I thought like this was such a, like I said last time we were talking about the previous chapter, I love these wrap-up chapters. I fucking love them because you just kind of get to see the different meanings and stuff.
I kind of thought we'd get this one in the next coming chapters. Kind of like you said, we'd probably go straight to Deku, and All Might probably talking to Deku in this whole thing. See where the other kids are at, and then maybe kind of bring it back up and maybe get another Shigaraki bit or something like that.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna go something else too, but I like this. Like, this is good, and I'm all for it. And you basically, the whole chapter is you get to see Hawk's backstory. You learn how the world is going, and then you also find out, that Hawk still wants to support Endeavor. Like, he still doesn't. It doesn't faze him at all.
I love that at the end that what was it? Did you see that panel where his mom's like, "Oh, you're gonna have to settle for the Endeavor one. All Might's
Yeah.
too expensive." And I
Yeah.
was just like, "Yo,
Hate to see
okay."
it. Hate
Hate
to
to
see
see
it.
it, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm like, "Oh, dude, Endeavor's his boy."
Yeah, yeah. So one more thing too. There's not a lot of hype or anything to talk about, but it's a great chapter. Um, I noticed like they were talking about how they tricked Dabi into thinking that Best Jeanist was dead. Um,
See, I forgot about that until right now. I was just
yeah,
scrolling through it.
and I was reading that, and he was like, "Oh, I had to bring like your body to Dabi, because like that's the only way I could fool him." The
Yeah, they
moment
did the
yeah,
what they experimented with the Nomu kind of like thing, and they put his body into like a sleep state almost.
the moment that he was like, "I had to bring your body to Dabi," I was like, "Come on, why would a Dabi just burn the body?" But then they
Yeah,
do explain after that they wanted to try to use his quirk for like a Nomu, so they were storing it for later. Which really his quirk I feel like takes too much finesse to kind of be good with it. You think so?
I think so. I think well, Genus had to like, it's one of those things that's kind of like Mirio's quirk, where it's like it seems kind of like, oh, you're just controlling fibers,
Yeah.
but until you hone your skills and get really badass, then you're like, fuck yeah, this he. I mean, we saw it in Vigilantes. He was able to like move like giant cables.
Like, I don't think his quirk is so good that like I wouldn't so if I was bad guy, okay, I'm a big evil bad guy, and I'm brought Best Jeanist, who's super powerful hero, and then I have the choice of it completely kill his body, just incinerate it, no shenanigans. I guess he already thinks he's dead, so I'm looking at this from a perspective of I know,
You
or
don't want to double tap.
B, I can keep his body and try to get his quirk. I'm gonna double tap.
Yeah,
Because
I
he's
agree.
strong.
Yeah, but I think the fact that it was like, oh, a hero betraying another hero was like that's good enough for me.
Yeah, and he did bring like for all intents and purposes, like dead body.
Hmm.
So it's like he did truly 100% believe that he was dead. So
I
I'll give it
honestly
a pass.
I did too though. I did too because we didn't know too much
Nah,
about I didn't know too much about Hawks at the time,
they
and I was
would
like,
have showed
oh,
it.
this could be an interesting play.
They would have showed it. It would have been like fucking Game of Thrones. If they ain't showing the death, I don't believe it happened, because that's just how it goes. You have to see it on the screen for it to work.
I feel you, but yeah, this I like this chapter a lot. I like these last two
Mm-hmm.
chapters, and I wonder what next week's is going to be like then.
It's kind of crazy to me how like Hawks is a relatively new character, and they've done such a good fucking job of just like he's fantastic. He's so
I,
good.
just the storytelling alone, it's like you like him, but you don't really know if you
Yeah.
like him, and then you think he's setting up Endeavor the whole time, and then it turns well, I mean, he did set him up kind of thing, but it's just
Yeah.
like then it
Yeah.
comes full circle, and you find out why he loves Endeavor to just the whole thing, and I'm like, damn.
It was just fantastic. Just really good. So, really good chapter. We're leading up to chapter 300. I don't know if that's going to be like a special chapter or anything like that, but
We might get like a full color like front page, which they have been doing lately, I think.
because 300 is pretty good. He's about a little under 1/3 of the length of One Piece. So, he's got a
I
while to
mean,
go.
but at least we know this one has a solid end. He's already mentioned that before.
Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to more to come. They're gonna eventually go to Deku, like, so that would probably be my guess for where we go next.
Do you think we're
Um,
gonna see Endeavor anytime soon?
I mean, he's in the hospital, isn't he? That's where we last saw him. So,
Well, yeah, but I meant like the next bit's gonna be him dealing with everything that just happened.
um, maybe because we still have to deal with the like Todoroki and his family.
Yeah.
So, it's possible. Yeah. So I think we'll basically do the rounds and see how everybody's doing. I think that's which I'm so down for.
I'm okay with it too. It's kind of nice though after we just got bombarded with the whole war arc, and
Yeah, it was crazy.
and then instantly get hit with the jailbreak, and I was just like,
Yeah.
bro.
If this is Black Clover, we'd still be going. So,
Yep.
all right. You have anything else you want to say about the chapter?
No, it makes me like Hawks even more.
Yeah, I gotta agree, dude. I gotta agree. All right, well, thanks for watching our Chapter 299 review/reaction type thing. We're hoping to do these every Friday when they release, assuming that we get a chapter next week. We'll be back then as well, so be sure to leave a like and subscribe. What did you guys think of the chapter? Were you think it was good? Were you hoping for something a little bit more action-y, because it doesn't really accomplish much, but it does show you a cool bit of the world. Let us know in the comments down below. We'd love to hear what your thoughts on the chapter were, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.